Earlier on, I showed you how to use the drag feature by selecting a component. You'll notice that the cursor now has the drag symbol, so I can drag the desk. This isn't very accurate. So to be more accurate, we'll use the move tool itself. So to use the move tool, again, we'll select our component, select the move tool, and in the options bar here, we have 3 different options, which I'll cover in a few moments. But to get us started, we will just click for our start point, move the cursor in the direction we want to go. We can also specify an angle, and we can physically type in a distance as well, and click to place. If I want it to be more accurate in where I place that component, again, I'll have it selected, select the move tool, and from my start point, if I snap to the corner of that desk, I can move the desk now more accurately, again looking for another snap point on the edge of the other desk. So when moving, again, we have the couple of options here. First is constrain. If you're familiar with AutoCAD, it's simply ortho mode. So when I move the desk, I will only be able to move it in 0 degrees, 90, 180, or 270. So I'm constrained to those angles. So next with the move tool was the disjoin. So what this means is, for an example, if I attach and join a wall to the current wall here, so we see that they're joined together. If I was to select it and try to move that, I'll just expand it, or I move it up in position, but again, it's still joined to the original wall. So if I wanted to move my new wall by itself, I would select the disjoin. So I'll select disjoin, click and move, and they're now separate. Lastly, it's not highlighted at the moment, but the last one is multiple. In some occasions when you move something, it's done once. If you wanted to move something multiple times, you'd select that, and then you're able to move that object multiple times. So next is the copy tool. So again, I'll select my desk. This here is the copy tool. Select it. And here again, I've got my 3 options. Constrain, disjoin is not highlighted, but multiple is. So once the tool is selected, I then click for my start point, click again for my end point, and I've copied my object across. If I wanted to copy something across multiple times, select my copy tool, turn on multiple, and I can now copy multiple times. Again, we're aware of what constrain means. We're copying at 0 degrees, 90, 180, and 270. Again, if we wanted to copy something with more accuracy, select our copy tool, select a base point, and select our finish point. Again, I'm just snapping from one edge to the other. Next is the rotate tool. So again, selecting the component. Well, here we have the rotate tool. So once I select the tool, my point of rotation automatically will go to the center point of the component. So I'm first going to show you how we can use this one, and then I'll show you how we can place it where we want it to be. So this start ray of rotation will appear, which is this line here. So that's where we would click to start our ray of rotation. So with one click, I'll place it. I can then move my cursor to place the end ray of rotation. This is where I'll specify the angle to rotate. Again, we can just follow the input on the screen, or we can manually type it in and clicking to finish. I'm just going to undo. So again, selecting the desk using the rotate tool. So if we didn't want the ray of rotation to start in the center point, we can move that point. We have a couple of different ways we can do it. In the options bar, we can go and click on place. We can also come down to the grip, click and drag it to a new location. We can also click on spacebar and then specify the new point. Once we've placed our point, it's then again the same case of specifying the start point, pulling the cursor around and clicking again to specify the rotation. Okay, so I'm going to just pan down to the lower half to get some more space. And I'm going to draw in some walls. In this scenario here, we have two walls not joining. Instead of clicking, using the grip to drag up and extend it to join them, we can use our trim and extend. So we can select the lower wall, and in the modify panel here, we have our trim and extend. So by selecting this tool, we'll be able to extend this wall up and trim away this excess piece. So it's the opposite if you're familiar with CAD. So with Revit, we select the walls we want to keep. So again, I'll select the wall, use my trim and extend, and select the walls I want to keep. If I just simply wanted to extend up the lower wall, I'll select the wall. And here we have two other features. We have trim and extend a single element. So I'll select the wall that I want my lower wall to extend to, and then the wall that I want to extend. I'm going to copy this over. So I'll select the trim and extend multiple elements. I'll then select the wall I want my lower walls to extend to, and then the walls that I want to extend. And then if I wanted to trim away that excess piece, use my trim and extend like so.